this is Carrie with Canary Quilts, and this is another edition of What's in the Box, where I open my quilt-related mail and show you what I get. And the side of this box says it all. Today is a great day. I have Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler, which probably most people recognize that teal box. But then I have a mystery box from the Ginger Quilter, and it's not her monthly subscription, which I've thought about getting, but she had a different mystery box, which I'll talk about when I open it. And then down here is Pink Door Fabric subscription, and that is for the Tula Pink fabric releases. There's 3 a year, and I'm part of Pink Door Fabric's release, where I get half-yard cuts of her fabric, her new release fabric, and maybe some other fabrics, some patterns, some notions, and all kinds of fun stuff in this box. So the last 2 boxes I have really enjoyed. In fact, the block of the month that's in Sew Sampler last month was the first block, and I've used Tula Pink fabrics, and I'm going to continue throughout the year to use Tula Pink fabrics. So, and then I've got a couple other things I want to talk about that I'm getting into. So, whew, this box is heavy. There's a lot of fabric here. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, notification bell if you want to see this type of content and all the other fun stuff we got going on here. And let's head down to my desk and open these heavy boxes. All right, we're down to my desk. And first off, I want to say, if you haven't seen me in a while, I got new glasses. And I have Invisalign on my teeth, which are like clear braces, because I have an overbite. Your teeth are supposed to sit like this, and I have an overbite, so I'm trying to correct that. And so you may hear me lisp a lot when I talk, but that's going to be for the next year. So I just wanted to pre-warn you since I haven't seen you in a month. All right, so this is the Sew Sampler Flowering Block of the Month that just started last month. And I am using Tula Pink fabric, and this happens to be, I think it's called Tabby Road. So you can get fabric requirements for flowering if you don't order their fabric kit, and they have several different ones, and this was a Tula Pink one they had. I didn't use those fabrics, I just used it as a guide, but I do have almost all of these fabrics. But instead of, making my center green, I just use, I fussy cut a cat out, and I think it is just absolutely adorable. So this is my block for the first flowering quilt along called You Grow Girl. So I'll be showing those off as I do them each month. I just got this done yesterday. I've been so dang busy with the Dear Jane quilting. So I just kicked this out in about an hour yesterday. All right, so this came from the Tula Pink box subscription that I have, that I think I got it last summer, was the first one I got. So we'll see what the fabrics look like in here. All right, and the background is grunge and it's fog, and I will list these fabrics out in the description down below if you see them and you like them, or you like the background. So I bought the background on sale at Fat Quarter Shop, and I bought 5 yards. It calls for 5 1/4 yards. So I don't know if there's going to be a border on this, and that's what they're including, but I may have to order some more. I just took a guess when I ordered the background for this, because this fabric requirements wasn't out yet. All right, I'm going to set that aside. What should we do first? Let's talk about a Mystery 5.0 quilt along, I guess it is, that I got into, and I just found out about it like 2 days ago. And JK Quilts, where I got my sleuth, the story that I did the quilt based on like a year ago, that turned out so cool. It had the gazebo in the middle and the houses around it and all kinds of clues in it. That's the quilt shop that I got it from. So they're participating in this Mystery 50 Quilt Along, and they set up a Facebook group. And it sounds like it's 3 or 4 mini mysteries a year, but if you want to check it out, I'll have links to that down below. Well, it says mysteries every quarter, new patterns, and a community to figure all the clues out and stuff like that. So I will have a link to that down below, and the Mystery 50 site has all the quilt shops that are participating, so maybe there's one near you. So I wanted to tell you about that before we get started, and as I go along, I will show that off as I'm doing it also. Well, let's start with the Ginger Quilter. This is a mystery box, and what she did, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. She was doing a de-stash of her shop, and so she did mystery boxes A, B, and C, and they were like $27 a piece. You could do 1, 2, or 3. She said there would be no repeats between the boxes, and that the cuts would be between 1/8 to 1/2 yard. So I got into it. I think they go pretty fast. I clicked on the email as soon as I got it to check it out, and I've never ordered from her before, so I wanted to see what it was like to get something from her, and it came really fast. I was really surprised how fast it came. So I may give her monthly subscription a try, and let me know if you've got her monthly subscription, what you think about it. But basically I'm getting scraps, so we'll see what I get in here. Oh, all right. Well, we got some ghost dots. Which flavor, which ghost? It's a mystery. That is cute. I know that she sends a treat in her boxes. I watched a video she did on how she curates her boxes, and it was really interesting. And she said she sends a treat out each month that I think corresponds with whatever's in the box. So now that I have Invisalign, I have to wait till I eat dinner to eat my snack at the same time. So I'll have to try them then. I can't try them now. All right, so all 3 boxes are in here. There's no, I guess it doesn't show any separation between this is box A, B, or C. It's just 3.5 yards. So I got 10.5 yards of fabric in here that's just different cuts. So I got that nice white background. Oh, that's nice and folded. And these look to be, what, 1/4 yard? Ooh, look at that. That looks like to be a 1/2 yard. And that is Hello Spring by Sandy Gervais. That is about a 1/2 yard. And let me pull these down as I pull them out so you can see them better. I don't know if you saw them. There was the white. So I will put these basically in my stash like I always do, but they're bigger than fat quarters, and put them by color. My mom helped me put my stash together by color, and oh, that's a biggie. I like text. And this is Wild and Free by Gracie Larson. Riley Blake Designs. And pull them out by color as I need them. You know, there's so many fabrics out there that I just so rarely even get the same fabrics. That's kind of cool looking, kind of groovy. And some more green, red, which I don't have a lot of. And that's got little elephants and rainbows on it. Oh, look at the stripe. These are pretty big pieces of fabric. I was expecting, I don't know, I was expecting smaller pieces. I just wasn't sure what I was expecting. This is very hard to see, but there's very light lavender butterflies on this fabric. And Again, another text fabric. Ooh, this looks like a Halloween fabric. Background, it's black and orange dots. Love that. And we have a red solid, kind of a terracotta maybe. Solid. And then another white. Yeah, these are just surprisingly, even though I said 1/8 to 1/2 a yard, it just still surprises me how big they are. Some more reds. And another, what is this? More text. Oh, gingerbread man cookies. So this is a Christmas. Is this a panel? Almost looks like a panel with the recipe on it. Oh, that's interesting. Who is that? Does it say? Riley Blake Designs, Cozy Christmas by Lori Holt. I know Lori Holt is very popular, but I don't get a lot of her fabrics. Actually, I think I might have this fabric, and I think I might have used it in my palazzo quilt. Or I thought about using it. And the pink almost looks like donuts, but oh, I know what they are. They're oars and lifesavers. So it's called Portsmouth by Amy Smart, Riley Blake Designs. Oh my goodness. Well, she said no repeats, but I will take that repeat because that is Halloween fabric. And if you know me, I love Halloween fabric. Yeah, that's the same fabric, but now I've got like a yard of it. That's awesome. And then the blue fabric. So, oh my goodness, yeah, there's a lot of fabric here. So that's what I got from the Ginger Quilter. That was her mystery boxes A, B, and C. Even though they weren't separated in here, there should be 10.5 yards of fabric. Basically scraps that she, like maybe end of bolts or something that she had in her shop. And she said they would run out fast, and I ordered very quickly, and that's what I got. And I got all 3 to see what it was like. And that is pretty cool. I like it. I like the fabric, especially that Halloween fabric. And then I'll have colors larger than fat quarters, because that's about all I have is fat quarters, to put into my stash. Well, that's really nice. And like I said, it shipped really fast. Like I think the day I ordered it, it shipped out. So maybe I'll give her monthly subscription a shot and see what it's like. It was fun. I know that she showed how she curates it to sell her box, but it was fun to see how she curated her box. All right, and the dots, the little ghosty dots. All right, let's do pink door fabrics. And like I said, this is the Tula Pink release, and this is a really heavy box. I don't know how much it weighs. I don't know if it says 11 pounds. And it is kind of a mystery box, even though you know what fabric line you're getting. And I'm getting half-yard cuts. You get other things in the box also. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that pile of fabric. This is what I think is in the box. So let's just take it all out since this is a big box. And I will go through it as we come across it on the sheet. Wow. All right, there we go. Where's my sheet? Let's open the fabrics. And we can all ooh and ah at it. And this is Full Moon Forest 2 collection by Tula Pink. Let's take this off. And I'll just start going down the pile here. Like I said, there is a lot in this fabric. Oh, you gotta open it because look at that owl. And you almost need half-yard cuts sometimes to get her to get the designs in her quilt or in her fabric. And we got some pink. And look at this. We've got little animals, raccoons and squirrels, and some more owls and monkeys and birds. Oh, this is cool. I just love tulip pink. I've said that millions of times, but that is like stars and planets. We've got a pink grid, and then we've got a rabbit. Oh, in 2 different ways, maybe 3. Nope, just in 2. And some more celestial and an orange grid. Now we're into the orange colors. Oh, that's pretty. The peach, the yellow, and the green. I love these bold colors. And then we have some moths. And my Invisalign doesn't let me say that very well. Moths. Some more, ooh, mint or lime green, celestial. And here's the green colorway of the birds and the monkeys and the raccoons and the squirrels in the trees. So we're into the green colorway. Oh, that's new, the fishies. Like rainbow trout or something. So maybe there's a rainbow salmon. I could be wrong. I like to fish, but I haven't fished since I was little. More green. Now we're kind of into the bluish purple. That's a blue. This looks more purple, and that's the colorway of the rabbits. Blue celestial, and then this dark owl. Oh, that is a pretty colorway. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna have fun when I get done with Dear Jane working with all of this. How was that even folded? I think it was folded like this. Oh, that is pretty. The lavender. Oh, and that's cool. There's like eyes in here inside the twigs. Don't know if there's anything else hidden. Is it oh, it's a squirrel. Okay. What do we have? We have a squirrel right here. Can you see it? And then another squirrel. Is that all we have is just squirrels? Yep, it's just squirrels hidden in the vines. Well, that's cool. I did not look at this before I got it. I wanted to see it when I got it. That is not folded correctly. I'll figure that out later. That's almost like periwinkle. Celestial, purple fish, purple flowers, purple moths, purple grids, more flowers. Oh, you can really kind of see, you can really see the squirrel right here in this one. More celestial. We got some gray raindrops and rabbits. Looks like rabbits. That kind of looks like a rabbit. Very subtle. And owls. Oh, that's the owl with no color. I do believe. Just the outline. And then white on white raindrops. White on white rabbits. Like the gray back here. And it looks like the same fabric. That looks like the same fabric. So I got 2 of these. All right. Oh my goodness. There is the fabric. It says, this is box number 6 of our Full Moon Forest 2 collection. Thank you for joining us for the 6th edition of the Pink Door box. We're so thrilled to send our stunning package your way. This box is packed with delightful extras, curated to complement the magic of Tula Pink's vibrant collection. We are creating these surprises for you and can't wait to see your unboxing moments. Don't forget to share and tag us using this. All right, so where do we want to go? We are receiving the full collection of 40 total prints plus 6 coordinating solids, and I love the solids too. And I think we've gotten 6, I've gotten 3 boxes so far, and I think I've gotten 6 solids in each of the boxes. So I have several of her solids, and those are gorgeous. I'll do that so you can see them. That's that. What is this? We worked directly with Wonderfil to create a one-of-a-kind product you didn't know you needed. Introducing the bobsled. Holds 10 bobbins with coordinating thread and with coordinating thread. Oh, there is thread in there. And in the front, you can store needles. Oh, for like English paper piecing? Let's see if I can get this open. Oh yeah, you just stick them in there. Well, that is cool. I wonder if it's just for the box or if they actually sell these. Plus you get the Tula Pink thread. That's really cool. And it is Deco Bob. Nope, it's not Tula Pink. It's Deco Bob 80 weight cottonized polyester thread. A perfect low bulk bobbin thread that can be paired with any top thread, including itself. It's ideal for hand piecing, EPP, fine hand quilting, hidden stitches, and more. And as a subscriber, we're the first to get the bobsled. Awesome! If I can find it, I will link it for you down in the description below. And that's pretty cool looking. That's like very interesting to have on your desk. Let's see, what else do we have? We got a bunch of stuff here. We have the... Looks like we're going to get some paper piecing. What is this? We can't send you a box without sending the matching ribbons, of course. Enjoy this variety, get you started. I have several of her ribbons. I was thinking about, I think we got a bag this time and using them on the bag just as like decoration. And look, we got the moth, we got the celestial, and we got the grid, just like in our fabrics. All right, that's cool. We have You Lucky Duck. You get 2 brand new By Annie zippers specifically designed to match the Full Moon Forest 2 collection. And I've made several bags, so I know how to put these zippers together onto these and to make your zipper the size that you need it. And look, we got purple and pink. That's so cute. And we have got, oh, a bee fob. That's right here. Paper pieces was kind to include the bee fob. A perfect gift to go along with your box. So you can use this, you could put this on the zipper on your bag to, I would put it as a zipper pull, is what I would do. It says it's a keychain, but I would use it as a zipper pull. All right, what do we have here? We have included a 2-yard cut of the brand new Big Tree webbing just for you. Oh gosh, I don't splurge on this webbing, and I did get some. Oh, it's 2-sided with the celestial and the tree. But the webbing is so cool to put on your bags. I know I'm gonna have to make a bag, and I've said that for 2 years. But yeah, it's gonna look cool on a bag. And you can see it right here on this bag. So we've got that. And did I get everything over here? What do we have over here? We love the Sunshine Sisters pattern so much that we created a sample using the Full Moon Forest collection and coordinates. you're getting the pattern too. So the Sunshine Sisters handbag. It looks like it comes in 3 different sizes. The small is just 6.5 by 9.5, and the large is 9.5 by 15. And oh, they got a little Aliso iron in there. I don't know if you can see it with all the glare. But that was one of the other bags they sent me, was like an iron bag. And I really don't go to retreats. I just haven't lately, so I don't have anything that I need to cart my iron around in. All right, that's cool. And I need something for to take my Invisalign out with me. And we got these mini bolts. So I got some of these in Sew Sampler that were for fat quarters. Fat quarters. Whew, that is some heavy duty. Oh my goodness. There we go. For fat quarters. Now these are for organize your fabric stash with mini bolts. These are acid-free, archival quality, recycled materials, 50 packs available, free US shipping, blah, blah, blah. And you wrap your fabrics. So it'd probably fit the fabrics we've got here. You just clip them in here. Looks like you can hang them. I don't know about that, but yeah, we got some of these. So if you're working on a project, I guess you could put your fabrics around that. That's what it looks like right there. That's what a lot of quilters have in their background. I just have quilts on my design wall. I don't have all the fabrics they have. It looks like they never use them, but all my fabrics are in my closet, organized, not behind me. Okay, goodness gracious, that took up a lot of space. So that's with the zipper. Let me get my box back out and put all this stuff away. If you're interested in looking to this, they have different, you can get different sizes of fabric cuts if you want to, and it'll bring the cost down of the box. If you want to maybe subscribe to the Tula Pink box, if you're a Tula Pink fan like me and you want to get the Tula Pink fabrics as they come out. And did you see Gray Works? I think Gray Works is the next one, and that's going to be gorgeous. And you get all the goodies too. And I need to get my Dear Jane done so I can start doing all this stuff. All right, I'm going to pack this away since it is so much stuff. And we can get to Sew Sampler. So that is Pink Door Fabrics Tula Pink subscription. That is 3 times a year. I think the last one I got was maybe last October or November. And because this was such a big one, they took 2 payments for it. Because there is 40 fabrics in here. All right, there we go. Let's put that aside and then get the mini bolts in there. And let's take a look at Sew Sampler. So I don't know if I know I'm doing this late, so you might have seen Sew Sampler already, but I'll open it for everybody who hasn't seen it yet. Sew Sampler is by Fat Quarter Shop. It is a monthly mystery box subscription, and I like it because it's not very expensive and you get lots of stuff in there. So it's called Cottage Garden. Oops, I usually leave that in there. What am I doing? All right, May 2025. Whew, and it is the last day of May, I believe. All right, a bloom. So I saw this in our last month of, oh goodness, mini charm packs I got. I got a bloom in it. And this is by Coriota from Moda Fabrics. It's a Jolly Bar, which I believe is 5 by 10 inches. And this is a value of $22.98. Oh, and look at there's a pattern in there. All folded up. Let's called Walk This Way. So I'll just set all of this right here for you to see, and I'll just go through the fabrics as I read. Warm sunny days bring bright blooms. A bloom by Corey Yoder for Moda Fabrics bursts with corals, apricots, and peaches, along with grays, greens, and sky blue aqua. Adorned with roses and charming little birds, this collection is pure joy. The Bloom Jolly Bar packs every print in the line, plus an exclusive quilt pattern you can only collect with this pre-cut. Get ready to create something beautiful. All right, these are pretty. Little birdies, little bird houses, more birdies. Very gorgeous colors with the peaches and the corals. Lots of color. And the taupes, I do believe. Yep, we got some taupe in here. And some dark grays. I like the dark gray. Getting down to the end. But we did see these in smaller version when I did my mini charm packs last month, the last box opening I did. And there is Fluff. Where is my little vacuum? When I got this, I wasn't too sure about it. I love it. I use it a lot. Just to vacuum this up, this fluff like that. All right. And there is the pattern, a Bloom collection, Walk This Way. Oh, 63.5 by 83.5. That's a big old quilt. All right, so next thing is a panel. All right, so let's see if we can see what this, whoops, there we go. More Corey Yoder. Kind of like cross stitch quilt blocks. Okay, are we going to do something with this panel? I don't do much panel quilting, but I could make it into a pillow. That's a value of $11.98, and its Corey Yoder has stitched up a delightful cross-stitch inspired panel for the Bloom collection that's bursting with possibilities. This 35-inch by 42-inch sampler style panel is great for quilts, bags, aprons, or even the exclusive quilt pattern in this month's box. Spice it up with hand stitching or leave it as is to add a charming touch to your favorites. So that's cute. Like I said, I don't do much with panels, but it may make a cute pillow. All right, what's next? Sew Sampler got it first. Sew-in quilt labels, here they are. Spring Vibes woven sew-in labels. Let's dump these out. I'll put them right here so you can look at them while I read. Those are cute. All right, value of $7.48, and Sew Sampler got it first. Sprinkle some flowery flair into your sewing with the Spring Vibes woven sew-in labels by Minky Kim, exclusively for Fat Quarter Shop. This set of 8 woven labels showcases Minky's delightful and cheerful designs, including sewing notions, flowers, and uplifting messages. You can also visit the QR code on the back of the package to see her how-to tutorials for these adorable labels. These spring vibes will brighten up any handmade treasure. And there's the QR code. Minky Kim labels. Oh, there's another one. I missed the big one. Good vibes always, and that was turned the wrong way. Sorry about that. Well, those are cute. And I'll have to put that on like bags or something like that. Really cute. Gâteau Gâteau quilt pattern. Oh gosh, I probably just murdered that name. The name of the quilt. Gâteau quilt pattern. Oh, they cut the panel apart. I like that. May 2025 Sew Sampler. All right, let's see. Value of $9.98. Like the name implies, I don't know what the name means, so I don't know what it implies. I need to learn. The Gâteau quilt pattern by Fat Quarter Shop is a piece of cake. This delightful design uses the Jolly Bar and quilt panel in this month's box to create a rich confection that looks way fancier to make than it really is. Oh my goodness, I murdered that sentence. The quilt panel in this month's box to create a rich confection that looks way fancier to make than it really is. Okay, there we go. Working on this quilt will really add a spring to your sewing steps, and there's finishing kits available. So the finishing kit would be the binding and the background. And that is a 53 by 70 inch quilt. So just one of those blocks would make a great pillow. I gotta make 2 pillows. I bought, when Joann's was going out of business, I went and bought 2 of the largest pillows they had in there to put on my couch, and I did make 2 pillows. Let me go get them. So these were panels that I got in a pre-cuts quilt box, and I sewed some fabric onto them here to make them big enough to make this quilt. It's got cat hair all over it because my cat loves it. To make this pillow. And then I just had some extra fabric in my stash that I used for the backing. And then I did put a zipper on it so that I could take it off and wash it or fix it. And then this one was the other quilt panel that came in the pre-cuts quilt box. This was, gosh, a year and a half ago maybe. Put some fabric on the side, and then this is the back from my stash. This is a little fox girl. It's Halloween fabric, of course. Love it. So I've got 2 more pillows that I bought from Joann's on sale when they're going out of business that I need to make covers for. All right, so let's get back to what else we got. We have looks like I got 2 of these. Quilt notes, 48 pages of graph paper. All right. I like graph paper better than regular paper. This is by Karen K. Buckley. Value of $5.98. The Quilt Notes Graph Paper Notebook by Karen K. Buckley is perfect for your purse, backpack, or daily planner. This nifty pocket-sized gem boasts 48 pages of graph paper, handy quilter's reference charts, and a 5-inch ruler. It's your never go without quilting companion, ready to inspire creativity anytime, anywhere. All right, that's cool. I use Happy Planner to plan out my year, and they don't have any graph paper that I can add to it. So, and we did get a reference book a few months ago in Sew Sampler that I've used quite a bit. So there's the ruler. They have acronyms, so you know when you see like PIGS, pigs, projects in grocery sacks, QAYG, quilt as you go, QST, quarter square triangles. I know most of these. I did not know pigs. And PhD is projects half done. All right, popular pre-cuts, binding calculator, strips cut from 1/2 and 1 yard. That's a really cool idea. I like that. And I use the Karen K. Buckley scissors. I love her scissors. All right, and then our flowering quilt, block number 2 is This'll Be a Beautiful Day. So I will get this done hopefully before the next Sew Sampler comes out. And again, it'll be in the Tula Pink fabrics, but I will have a link to their fabric requirements because they have 7 or 8 pages of different types of fabric lines that you can use to see if something inspires you. So I will link that down below also. You can also get this without getting sew sampler. I think it's $5 a pattern. And these are big blocks, 18.5 by 18.5, as you saw in the beginning. So yeah, it's a biggie. Just like last month's were like 17. So there you go. It's a big one. All right, there you go. That's my box opening, my 3 boxes, my mystery boxes. Let me know what you think down below of any of this, and I will link as much as I can. So if you saw something you liked, you can head to the link and check it out. I will link that Mystery 5.0 that I'm in, and you can see what that's all about if there's any quilt shops doing it near you, or you can join JK Quilts Facebook group and we can do it there. And I'll link the stuff I have in the Tula Pink box, and I'll also link the subscription to see if it's something you're interested in, if you like Tula Pink and you want to get her fabrics as they come out. Oh my gosh, what a huge box opening. The Ginger Quilter fabrics for my stash, that was her destashing. And since Pre-Cuts Quilt Box is not going to be doing it anymore, maybe I'll sign up with her, or I'm going to look into other ones. And we'll see what I get. So this is fun. I love sharing this with you. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!